So you've built a tool for other indie hackers and developers, and you've written all about it and all the great features on Reddit, Hacker News, and X, and the only responses you got were stop shilling or I can build this myself.
But our tech is so much better than our competition, Aaron.
Doesn't matter, Tom. Better tech doesn't win, solving problems does. And also, unless you really have to, stop trying to sell to other developers. So by the end of this video, you're going to know how to identify a pain developers will pay to solve, how to package proof that they're actually going to trust, and how to stop creating useless content that gets ignored. So what are we going to talk about, Tom?
Well, first, why problem-first messaging is non-negotiable for DevTools. Then, how to find real developer pain fast. And then finally, how to package proof that earns trust instead of skepticism.
All right. So what you need to do is you need to go problem first. So what happens is most developers who market like to lead with features, right? It's built with Rust. It's 10 times faster. It has enterprise-grade security. It has a cloud-native architecture. That's very cool. Technically speaking, that's very cool. But what you need to remember is that the people buying your product, other developers, are still human, even if they say that they're not. They buy based on emotions, not based on features and technical brilliance. So what problem does your product actually solve? And if you can't articulate that pain in one sentence, you don't really have a product. What you have is a solution looking for a problem. Tell me a bit about developer pain, Tom.
Developer pain. What you need to understand about developers, most are extra skeptical. One survey says 76% use or plan to use AI tools, but less than 50% actually trust the output. And I would say any developer listening to it will probably agree. Most developers don't trust marketing claims. And developers also waste 13 to 17 hours per week on technical debt.
So what are they actually interested in on that basis?
From what I found, by speaking with them and doing some research, it's three things: how to be more efficient, how to debug less, and then how to do marketing without marketing. So if you can solve any of these three and show proof, they'll say, take my money every time.
And the nice thing about developers is that they're quite, let's call it forward-thinking business people. So once you've convinced them that you can solve one of these three things, to them, $27, $97, hell, $297 is not a lot of money to solve that particular problem that they have.
Yeah. So the problem with most developers that I see doing marketing, that's the few that are actually doing it, just creating content that's ignored. You know, most of it sounds like things you'll find on LinkedIn. Like, here's the 5 ways AI is transforming dev operations, or
God,
the future of cloud native development, or why you should care about developer experience, or worst, how to install Cursor, which, you know,
seems to be a really popular topic nowadays. So.
It is.
Yeah. So what you want to do instead is apply a bit of marketing. You want to use hooks that have specific metrics attached. So things like, you know, cut your CI time from 22 down to 9 minutes on repos X, or cut your debugging time from 90 minutes down to 15 minutes, right? And how would you structure these, Tom? Like, what's a good formula that someone can take?
Well, if you're doing a case study, a mini case study, because most developers don't want to read much either, and they're mostly on X, not LinkedIn, you know, I would do 5 bullets only. Context, what you were doing; stack, what you were using; bottleneck, what was broken; change, what you did; outcome, measurable result.
So that's context, stack, bottleneck, change, outcome.
And the other thing that works is listicles, right? It does work for the unaware, the top of the funnel. So you will still see things like the 22 ways I use Cursor, you know, or the 15 things I found about this new AI tool after using it for 1,000 hours or whatever, right? You just got to use like a number that makes sense, because people are going nuts with it. Like, you know, like, I've used this for 1 million days or something. No, you didn't. You weren't even alive that long. the numbers are just going up too much. So you want to be kind of like, if something came out 24 hours ago, don't say you've used it for 60 hours and like you know everything about it now. Like it's just simple things, right?
Yeah. So when you're marketing to other developers, you kind of want to go in this order: problem first, proof next, and features last. And if a developer can't see the pain relief in the first 30 seconds, you may as well be invisible to them.
So what you want to do next is analyze what problem you solved for yourself, publish a quick case study. It's the most likely thing to get some attention. And then the second part of marketing, which most people don't tell you, you just need to figure out how to say the same thing that's been working in 10,000 different ways and do it over and over and over again.
Exactly. All right. So click to subscribe so that you don't miss our next episode. And if you're serious about marketing to developers without looking like every other SaaS developer, hit the form in the description and let us know. See you in the next episode.
Until next time.